So England doubled down on their support of Jacob Bethel by appointing him captain of the T20I that's coming up next month in September against Ireland away. It's obviously a bit of a, not a throwaway series, but obviously it's a good place to kind of try new players, try new strategies, obviously to like give people a rest. Obviously, World Management, we've seen several of the kind of major main fiction of the team, Carl Stockett, Brooke, obviously captain, Arch, all being rested for that tour. But to pick Jacob Bethel as the captain, I think is an absolutely ridiculous decision ultimately. The fact is, he's 21 years old. I know they've got huge support in him, but this takes to another level. Baz and Stokes, one thing that's been indicative of their area is that when they like someone and when they support someone, they literally will. It's very difficult for their sport to be less than unwavering. I'm still yet to see a player they invest a lot of time in be dropped. So, for example, players who don't seem to fit the mould of what they want to do going forward, for example, like Sleaze or Jack Leach, they'll get dropped, no problem. But then when we see, obviously, and it was a fairly cutthroat decision to drop Jimmy Anderson as well, building towards the Ashes, as they've been doing for about 2 years now. But then people like Jacob Bethel is in horrendous form. Yes, obviously scored runs overnight against Birmingham Phoenix, but up until then, is in absolutely horrendous form. They hardly picked up a bat in anger when he came to that third test against India. Yet they still picked him. They know that he's in terrible form. But to basically pick him as captain, he's just doubling down and saying, like, we back you no matter what, just to instill some confidence in. But also, I wonder if it's a bit more of a long-term play, and I think that he may actually be in contention for a number 3 spot instead of Ollie Pope against Australia. I wonder if that's what they're doing here. And they're saying, you are a part of this England team. You are a firm fixture. We have you in our thoughts long term. You'll be a mainstay, a rock in this top order. And that's why they picked him from a psychological point of view, which I think is a lot to do with the kind of characteristics of how Baz and Stokes go about the management and the governing of this side. So yeah, I do wonder if that's the case. And actually, you might see by doing this, not just about the white ball game and backing Bethel, but I think it's given the captaincy, it's more to say, well, you're part of us, and I think actually you can actually potentially replace Ollie Pope, and you feel, as he's just been would have been captain, that he deserves to be there and that he's very much backed. So I want a psychological thing in Australia, because it's going to be horrendous down there. From a psychological perspective, they're going to have to be strong as hell. Anyway, I wonder, we'll see. But that's my thoughts.